Good morning to all of you. We appreciate you all being here. We're here to talk about some exciting things that are happening on the state fairgrounds. I know it's only September, but we're already preparing ahead for next year's Dixie National Rodeo. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And then the state fair is coming back to town next week, October the 5th through the 15th. And we found a way to bring together both of these great events by bringing a taste of the Dixie National Rodeo to the Mississippi State Fair. We'll talk about that. And then we'll talk about security. And I want to thank all of our law enforcement. Matter of fact, can we just give our law enforcement a big round of applause? Thank you for what you do. Thank you all. My name is Andy Gipson. I'm the Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce, and we're delighted to bring these great events to you. Hallmark, trademark events, events that have a long history here on the Mississippi State Fairgrounds and for the people of Mississippi. And so the Dixie National Rodeo, as you know, will come to town next February. And we are announcing today the lineup for that great event that will begin on February the 9th. Friday, February 9th, we're going to have Jameson Rogers in concert. Saturday, February the 10th, we're going to have Tracy Bird in concert. Sunday, the 11th of February, Chris Cagle. And on the 14th, we'll have Megan Maroney, an up-and-coming star. We'll have Sammy Kershaw the 15th, Corey Kent the 16th, and Parmalee on the 17th. We want to make that announcement because we're doing something different. In the past, we have put tickets for the Dixie National Rodeo on sale in late November or early December, but we're putting them on sale now. And I'm going to ask Michael Lassiter, our Fairgrounds Director, to come up here and say a few words about that. And he'll tell you one of the reasons why is we've had such a demand for tickets in the last couple of years. We've set 2 all-time records for the Dixie National Rodeo, so we wanted to give people an opportunity to buy tickets early. Come on, Michael, say a few words. Give Michael a hand. Thank you all. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much. Yes, we went on sale this year a little bit earlier than usual to give our patrons and all the guests and all the foundation members time to come and purchase their tickets. So right now, starting tomorrow, the general public will go on sale. You'll be able to come to the box office on the north side or Ticketmaster.com and get your tickets for the Dixie National Rodeo. We've got a fantastic lineup. Go ahead and get your tickets as soon as possible before they sell out.
They sell out fast.
And we're on track right now with some of our pre-sales at the same level, if not a little higher than last year. So those tickets could be gone. So some of those performances sold out last year, Commissioner, and we expect that to happen again. And you'll be able to, Commissioner's going to tell you about our Taste of Dixie. You'll get a taste of Dixie, a taste of it, and you can walk right to the box office and buy those tickets. So thank you so much, Commissioner.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, indeed. We're going to bring this Dixie National Rodeo here to the State Fair. That's the other reason we wanted to tell you about this. With the taste of the Dixie National Rodeo coming to town starting next week, October the 5th. The same great company that puts on the Dixie National Rodeo, Harper Morgan Rodeo Company, is going to be here on the midway up near the children's section. And a taste of the Dixie National Rodeo is just what it indicates. It is a sampling of the rodeo experience, from bronc riding, bull riding, roping, breakaway roping, and rodeo clowns even, and entertainment. Families will be able to assemble around that outdoor arena up near the biscuit booth and experience a taste of the Dixie National Rodeo. And as Michael mentioned, while they're here, they can go ahead and get their tickets for the rodeo next year. So we're really excited about this new attraction at the Mississippi State Fair. We are going to cut the ribbon in 1 week, October the 5th, and along with this new Taste of the Dixie National Rodeo, we're going to have, for the very first time, the Mississippi State Fair Idol competitions. American Idol is coming here to the Coliseum, and those, we already have, 400 contestants who are participating in that, some of the best talent, young people in Mississippi. And we already know that Mississippi has the very best entertainment. We have the best performers, whether it's Elvis Presley or Leontine Price or a whole host of others. We know that we have the talent, and we know that we have the next American Idol right here in Mississippi. Can I get an amen right there? I believe that. So come out and enjoy. The public is invited to be here for those performances and to experience that American Idol competition here. And that's going to be inside the Mississippi Coliseum October the 9th and the 10th. And then, of course, we'll be giving away about 100,000 biscuits thanks to our good sponsors of the biscuit booth. We'll be doing that. Our entertainment, Midway Entertainment, will have over 50 rides, 50 different rides, 55 rides to be exact. We'll have over 80 food vendors. Fair food is as much a part of the fair as anything else. And fairgoers will find parking much easier this year due to the improvements that we've been able to make. Not only the new parking out front here, but we have a brand new parking lot going on the south side of the fairgrounds. And these new parking areas over here along Graymont Street that are now able to be used. We have new lighting that has been installed around the fairgrounds. We have new cameras that have been installed for safety around the fairgrounds. And the new striping of the parking lot will be very convenient on the south side of the fairgrounds. The economic impact of the State Fair. People ask me all the time. Well, it's always been huge. And even during COVID, it was huge. Even during the height of the COVID pandemic in 2020, 2021, the economic impact of the Mississippi State Fair for the state of Mississippi exceeded $50 million. But we're expecting about a $100 million impact this year because we think our attendance will be back in full to its pre-pandemic levels, and we invite the families of Mississippi to come out and attend. One of the reasons that we are really expecting a good fair is because we have implemented law enforcement task force to safeguard the people of this state who come to the fair, to safeguard the public here in Jackson, and I'm really proud of the team that we have assembled. I want to remind people the same security measures that we put in place last year for the 2022 State Fair. They will be in place this year for the 2023 State Fair. Beginning at 9 p.m., any guest on this fairgrounds as part of the fair will be required, any guest who is under the age of 18 will be required to have adult supervision. That was highly effective for us last year. We had seen a trend in the past of unsupervised youth who were coming and getting into trouble, and we're just not going to tolerate that. So any young people under 18 after 9 o'clock must have adult supervision, and we'll make sure that is enforced. When entering the Midway, the only way to come into the Midway is through one of several, actually 7 entry security points where there are and there will be metal detectors and the guards who are there wanding people, making sure everyone is safe. All bags will be subject to search. As always, no outside food or beverage as a respect to our vendors who work hard to promote their events and their food products. No animals other than service animals, no fireworks, explosives, laser pointers, and of course we recognize lawful carry of firearms by all lawful adults. So we'll be doing that. We are going to be enforcing these new security policies. They're not new anymore, but they're effective. And we're doing it by way of as I mentioned, a law enforcement task force that ranges from local agencies such as JPD, Jackson Police Department, and Hinds County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff's Department, all the way up to our highest levels of statewide law enforcement, to the Department of Public Safety. And to recognize some of these individuals and to give us a little insight into the security enforcement, I'm going to recognize our own Jimmy Herzog, who is our Chief of Security here on the State Fairgrounds. Jimmy, would you come up here and say a few words and make sure we thank, and all of our law enforcement who are part of this team, would you gather around here? I want folks to see you represented as Jimmy comes. Thank you again. Jimmy, come say a few words.
Good morning. It's fair time, so we're anticipating a safe and enjoyable fair for all the citizens of Mississippi and everyone else that's attending the Mississippi State Fair. I'm James Herzog. I'm currently I'm a special agent with the Ag Theft Bureau, and I'm currently assigned as the Chief of Security at the Mississippi State Fairgrounds. Last year, it was a big issue about the security level, so commissioner and myself and law enforcement partners and other law enforcement agencies, we all developed a security model. And that security model last year was very successful. Therefore, we will be conducting the same security model this year. We'll be working in collaboration with the same agencies as of last year. I would like to identify the agencies that will be involved this year, and you'll see a high presence of law enforcement and security here at the fairgrounds. First of all, I would like to identify the Ag Theft Bureau, which is a law enforcement component of the Department of Agriculture and Commerce. Also, Capitol Police, Mississippi Homeland Security, Mississippi Highway Patrol, Mississippi Wildlife Fisheries and Parks, State Fire Marshal's Office, Hinds County Sheriff's Office, Jackson Police Department, Pearl Police Department, Florence Police Department, Sweatman Security, and also I would like to identify AMR, Eric Phillips. He's the operations supervisor for AMR. Thank you, sir, for all what you all do. It certainly does not go unnoticed. Now, I will say that all of us up here standing here today, we have the same mission, and that mission is to maintain order and protect the citizens of Mississippi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's give him one more. Thank you. I appreciate that. All of our law enforcement. And so, as last year, we are going to have a safe fair. I'm proud to say that the Mississippi State Fair was the safest state fair anywhere in the country last year. And we're going to do it again this year with your support. And I'll tell you, we're not going to tolerate any foolishness down here. Any people looking to get into trouble, they better just stay away from the fairgrounds, because this is for Mississippi's families, for our children, our next generation to enjoy all the great things of the state fair. And we're not going to let the bad guys win. We're going to take every effort to make sure that people are safe and to be enjoying the Mississippi State Fair the way they should. This is our state's largest agricultural event. We have 4-H and FFA livestock families here, youth who are showing livestock. That's how the state fair began 164 years ago. And we're going to keep that tradition going with the great carnival, the midway, with the food, with the rides, and all of the fun stuff to do at the Mississippi State Fair. Inside the Trade Mart, there will be an ag expo featuring all the good things about Mississippi agriculture. And we're excited to get this thing going again next Thursday, October the 5th. We're going to cut the ribbon at 11 o'clock, and I invite all of you to be there. We're going to have a great time. Now, with that, I think I've covered everything. Do we have any questions that you'd like to ask in particular? Okay. What's that? I'm going to let our chief of security answer that, and it is a certain number of security based on the flow of people that come here. So go ahead.
Specifically, I'm not going to tell you our model, because obviously bad actors listen to the media footage as well. So I can assure you there's going to be a large presence of law enforcement and security here at the fair during all hours of the fair.
Yeah. Yes.
You'll have security at that park?
Yes, absolutely.
Just like they did last year, people who come are going to notice the high presence of law enforcement, not only certified law enforcement, but also our security, private security team. I'm going to ask Chief Bo Lucky of the Mississippi State Capitol Police to come say a few words. Chief Lucky has been doing, how long you been there now, Chief?
Since May of last year, so a little over a year.
All right, come say a few words about your role. Thank you all for being a part of this. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. As Commissioner stated, my name is Bo Lucky. I'm Chief of Capitol Police, and I'd like to start by saying it's just an absolute blessing to be a part of this. Growing up, I attended the fair every year. That's something I look forward to whenever I was young. And I think a lot of people that went to the fair last year have realized that the measures that the commissioner has put into place and that we are trying to assist with, they're working. And I hear from a lot of people that last year was the first year in several years that they felt safe and felt like the fair was a more family-oriented environment again. And that's what we're driving for. That's what we're trying to do. That's what Capitol Police is about. That's what Hinds County is about, Jackson Police Department, Mississippi Highway Patrol. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that everybody can come back out to the fair, and it can be like it was when we were kids, where you come out and just have fun and relax. Now, with that being said, we're going to be the ones working hard to make sure that you're safe so that you can relax. Like Chief Harzog said, we're going to have plenty of law enforcement here. I can assure you, you will not be able to turn a corner without seeing a police officer. Just like last year, the parking lots, you will see blue lights every time you turn around. That's what works, and that's what we're going to have to do. Last year was the first year, I believe in several years, we had 0 recorded incidents as far as anything major going on at the fair. You're always going to have small little things, disagreements, but last year we had no major incidents at the fair. We're going to do that again. It's going to be safe. We want families to come back and enjoy the fair. This is a huge economic success for the city of Jackson and for the state of Mississippi. We want to make sure that it is as good as it can be. And I can assure you that Capitol Police and the Department of Public Safety is going to do their part to make sure that everybody that comes out to the fair feels safe and feels welcome, but also the criminal element and the bad actors are going to know that they're not welcome here. And we mean business about that. So thank y'all again for allowing me to be a part of this, and thank y'all for everything you do, and thank you for all your support.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Give me a hand. Sheriff Tyree Jones has been a great friend to us here on the fairgrounds, and we appreciate him and his team so much. The Sheriff's Office here in Hinds County. Sheriff, would you come say a few words? Thank you for what you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You bringing the Mounted Patrol back?
Yes, sir.
Great. Tell them about it. All right.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. As always, it's good to be able to work in partnership with you, Commissioner Gipson, along with all of the law enforcement partners and everybody that's responsible for having what we would consider a successful state fair this year. Of course, the Hinds County Sheriff's Office will be working with all agencies. We will be providing manpower, and we will have our mounted unit here as well. So we're very excited, not only to be here working with everyone, but to also be networking with the community and showing the people that we can all work together to provide safety in the city of Jackson, Hinds County, and the state of Mississippi. I believe in partnerships, and this is a fine example of what partnerships is all about. Being able to work with local, state, and sometimes federal law enforcement agencies to make sure that people feel safe, especially when it comes to a family-oriented event. So again, thank you all for this opportunity. I'm very excited, and I'm excited to be here personally myself to make sure that I'm accountable, as well as the men and women of the Hinds County Sheriff's Office that will be here providing security measurements for the fair. So we look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony next week, and I hear you already speaking of the rodeo as well. We're looking forward to the rodeo already as well, to make sure that we're working alongside everybody to provide safety and security. So thank you all for this opportunity. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. All right. Appreciate you, Sheriff. Give him a hand. Thank you. Thank you very much. And he mentioned that they will have their mounted unit here, and we are really proud to have the Mississippi Highway Patrol mounted unit that's going to be here as well. There's Colonel Randy again. Come on up here. Would you just say, yeah, you're right on time. Come on up here. We want to thank our Department of Public Safety and our state troopers for their presence here. And come on up, say a few words, Colonel. Thank you all for being a part of this team. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're happy to be here as a part of this group with the Agriculture Commission and their officers, and then DPS entities and other state and local entities just to help provide that measure of safety and that feeling of safety for the citizens as they come and enjoy the fair this year. And we're looking very much forward to being a part of it and to working with everybody to ensure the safety. Our troopers will be here, CTED officers, as well as our mounted patrol will be out and about again, and that's always a big hit with kids especially. They like to see the horses, and we like to make that reach out to them through that venue. So thanks for including us, Commissioner. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
And I want to specifically thank Governor Tate Reeves for making this a priority. So let's give our Highway Patrol a big hand. Thank you so much. Thank you. And last but not least is our longtime friend and longtime partner here on the fairgrounds, Captain Mark Hodges, Jackson Police Department. Would you come say a few words? We appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, don't this guy look good? I mean, I'm glad he got a sense of humor because I call him the John Dutton of Mississippi. Yeah, he can make me put my hat and boots on.
You should.
But yeah, good morning. Like he said, I'm Captain Hodges from Jackson Police Department. We bring you greetings from the Jackson Police Department on behalf of our Chief Joseph Wade. Unfortunately, he had another engagement this morning, but he sent me, and so I'm here. I'm here to collaborate with these other partners here, and we're excited to do that. We're very honored. I think Chief Hartzell does a great job here. We talk a lot about this event, and he's put together a great team. And we are here to provide you safety here at the State Fair. And like the commissioner said, it's the safest place to be in Jackson. And we look forward to the collaboration. We look forward to partnering with these other law enforcement agencies and just to have a great event. And so we encourage all the families to come out. And that's what this is for. This is a family event, and we want to continue to provide that safety. And we are honored to do that, and we look forward to doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Now, we don't have time for all of the agencies to speak, but rest assured, every law enforcement agency in this state, statewide law enforcement, has graciously agreed to be part of this event, to keep everybody safe, and most importantly, to let Mississippi enjoy the Mississippi State Fair. The families who come, we welcome you to come. I'm going to be here every single day and every night with my family, and that means a lot to me, and I take that seriously, and I would not be here if I didn't believe it was safe. So I want to invite you to come. We're going to have a great fair. It's going to be an exciting time next week, starting 11 o'clock, October the 5th. Y'all come and enjoy the fun. Let's give one more big round of thanks to all of our law enforcement. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we are dismissed. Oh, we have a question, yeah.
With regards, Chief Bertol, with regards to the implementation of your police force, are you going to have separate locations for children that might get lost?
Yeah.
Kids always get separated from their parents, and maybe in a panic and not.
Yes, we'll have dispatch set up in a trailer along the Midway area and also lost and found. So that happens periodically. So what I suggest to do, either go report to that location or go to your nearest law enforcement officer and report it. And then from that point forward, we'll begin searching for the child or relocate the parents for the child.
Very good. Thank you. All right, so come out, enjoy the State Fair, a taste of the Dixie National Rodeo, and buy your Dixie National Rodeo tickets while you're here. Thank y'all for coming. Look forward to seeing y'all next week. One more question.
That is not related to the fair.
Yeah.
There's great concern in Louisiana that the salt water is coming up
Yeah.
the Mississippi River. Is the Ag Department involved in any efforts to be a backstop? 'Cause I know that, I think Plaquemines Parish has established some sort of sill. Are you concerned, and do we have enough resources to handle this? Or is this something that the Army Corps of Engineers will be working with?
That's a great question. The Mississippi River is reaching its lowest levels. Actually, last year it set some records during the State Fair this same time of year. With this extended drought that we have had, the river is going dry again, and that low level is allowing that salt water to creep in, and it's affecting New Orleans. That is within the exclusive purview of the the National Army Corps of Engineers, United States Army Corps of Engineers. And those folks know the river better than anybody else. Our work and our concern has been with the river levels that are going dry to affect our commerce in terms of grain. This is harvest season. Grain should be loaded on barges, very, very solidly packed on those barges, but they're having to do light loads because of the low river. I mean, we're looking at 2 feet, sometimes less than that, at the river levels. So that's affecting our farmers. A lot of grain last year had to be put in storage until the river got back up again. That's probably going to happen this year. But Mississippi also has, in the Delta, rail capacity, and we loaded a lot of grain and shipped a lot of grain last year by rail, and those rail cars are running 24/7 right now. I talked to them last week. So that's the work we're doing to make sure commerce keeps flowing. Only the good Lord can send the rain that we need to get the water back up and to get that salt water back out. But with everyone's help and perseverance, we're adopting a plan, and we will execute that plan, and we'll get the grain shipped and our farm products shipped where they need to go. Thank you. All right, thank you all for coming out. Appreciate you. See y'all at the fair.